Patrickswell leading by 3 points. The puck out by Joe Murphy. Up this side of the field. Tomas Corbett. Ball breaks back towards Micheál Glenn. Being put under pressure by Seamus Kirby. Gets the hand pass out to Martin Nugent. Now operating in the centre of the field. He had a big bearing when he came to the middle of the field against Patrickswell. Barry Smith grabs possession. Strikes it over across in front of the goals. Backs and forwards tussle for it. Petey Barry is the one who gains possession. He's half blocked down. Colleen Lynch pulls. David punches inside for Patrickswell. Gets the clearance. 2 Éire Óg players unmarked. Sean Heaslip fails to control it. Sean Carey breaks out of defence. Has possession. Blocked by Sean Heaslip. Players really tussling for it with all their might. It's hip to hip every inch of the way. Gary Kirby gets it out a little. Again, 4 players tussle for it. Nigel Carey coming out a long ways. And the referee has blown the whistle. Nigel Carey back helping out in defence. He started at full forward. It's a free to the Patrickswell men. That substitute we spoke about just a couple of moments ago. Number 16, John Corbett, seems ready to come into the team. One of the Éire Óg players seems to have picked up a knock. The centre half forward, Garrod Mannion, but we'll follow on the play. It's drilled from the free up into the corner. Declan O'Grady being put under pressure. Sean McCarthy gains possession. The referee says trip by Declan O'Grady, so it's going to be a free out to Éire Óg. And now John Corbett is coming into the side. But referee Georgie Ryan doesn't see the instructions from the Éire Óg mentors. Out comes Sean Carey. Hooked as he tries to get his shot in by Colleen Lynch. Sean Heaslip. Cut out by Anthony Carmody. Sean McCarthy for Éire Óg. Coming into his own now at left half back. Sallying down into attack. The hand pass over towards Colleen Lynch. Being put under pressure by Nigel Carey. A lovely turn of pace by the Éire Óg youngster. Blocked by Nigel Carey. It's gone over the touchline. It's going to be a sideline cut to Éire Óg. And John Corbett is now coming into the side, wearing number 16, a brother of the right half-back, Tomas Corbett. Almost 13 minutes gone in the second half. John Corbett is definitely into the side. I'm not sure who's the one yet who's being replaced. It's a sideline cut by Martin Nugent. Oh, a lovely one indeed as he floats it over across. John Corbett has possession. Refs are coming in. He's pulled down. A penalty. A penalty to Éire Óg. A penalty to Éire Óg. The second penalty they've got in the game. John Corbett has come into the side. I'm not sure who was the one that's being replaced. Is there any Éire Óg player having come off the side? But John Corbett grabbed that one as it came in. His first touch of the action was pulled down in front of goals. And a second penalty of the game to Éire Óg. Almost 14 minutes gone in the second half. And this time the one to take the penalty is going to be Declan Coote, who has accounted for 3 points already. Strikes it in and he's satisfied with the point. He tips it over the bar, narrowing the gap just to 2 points. 8 points to 6. Joe Murphy ready to take the puck out. Out he comes, out to the edge of the small parallelogram. Drills it straight up the centre, up their eyes for it in the middle of the field. Sean McCarthy now really launching attack after attack down towards the Patrickswell goal. Ball cleared out this side of the field. Sean Carey drills it up the centre. The other Sean Foley, gets it across to Declan O'Grady. Being put under pressure by Mick Maher. Cleared out by Jerry Berry. Out to Declan Tobin, all alone. Down towards Colleen Lynch. Ball breaks in towards Declan Coote. Sean Carey covering off. Playing well at centre field for the Patrickswell men. Drills it up the far side of the field. Up their eyes for it. Jerry Berry in possession. Gets the clearance. Changes direction in play. Anthony Carmody gets a stick to it. Then sweeps it upfield. Leonard Enright, who played for many a year at fullback for Limerick, launches it in towards goal. But out comes Owen McMahon. And with all the coolness in the world, returns it back into the centre of the field. Gary Kirby gets the first touch to it. Then races after it. Can't control it. David Punch pulls. 4 players tussling for it. Again David Punch pulls. Martin Nugent for Éire Óg. Loses his footing. Ball breaks back to Sean Carey. Carey returns it past the centre of the field. Micheál Glenn for Éire Óg. Sidesteps Nigel Carey. Changing it over across this side. Half Foley for Patrickswell. The hand pass up, it went astray. It comes to Tomas Corbett. Shakes off the challenge of Leonard Enright. Down towards Barry Smith, wearing number 3, but now playing at right corner forward. Sean Heaslip. Is there a way through? Still Sean Heaslip. Loses possession. Gets it to Colleen Lynch. Lynch fires it in across, but it goes streams across the face of the goals to the right and wide. So still those 2 points separating the sides. 8 points to 6. One of the best games of hurling we've seen for many a year here in Cusack Park. The semi-final between the Éire and Éire Óg was a cracker. Well, this one also has lived up to all expectations. 2 points separating the sides. Well, Jackie, coming up to the 17th minute of the second half, it would be a brave man who would predict the outcome of this one.
It would be a brave man, is right. I'd see Sean Carey went centre-back for Patrickswell there in the second half, and he's having a fine game. Sean Heaslip has had better games. He's getting loads of possession. Barry Smith is winning great ball and laying it off, and Sean isn't as sharp as he normally would be. So it is a brave man. I'd say there's a few more scores in Éire Óg, but if they will get up the field, whoever gets the goal, obviously, will be in the driving seat.
It's Éire Óg on the attack, but that attack is broken up by Sean Carey. Clears it outfield. It's blocked by Declan Tobin. Tobin strikes it in goalwards. And again, it's gone across the face of the goals. It's gone to the right and wide. And by my tally, that's 9 wides Éire Óg have had in the game to Patrickswell's 3. Almost 17 and a half minutes gone in the second half. The scoring may not be very high, but the hurling has been of the highest standard. 8 points to 6. The puck out up the centre. Colamahan pulls. Flicked on by Leonard Enright. Tomas Corbett. Down towards Sean Heaslip, who now seems to be gone to centre half forward. I think it was Garrod Mannion, the one that was replaced on the Éire Óg side. He had picked up a knock. And yes, it's Garrod Mannion is the one who has come off the Éire Óg side. This is Per Foley with the free out for Patrickswell. Up this side of the field. Flicked out this side. Back goes Mick Maher. Gains possession. Blocked by Sean Foley. Mick Maher gets it at the second attempt. Clears it back towards the centre of the field. Gary Kirby races onto it. Gets possession. Being pursued by Declan Tobin. Gary Kirby still soloing through. Falls to the ground. The referee has blown the whistle. He's awarding a free into the Patrickswell men. Gary Kirby still down injured. Referee Georgie Ryan, I think, has the book out, or he's having a word of warning to Jerry Barry. I don't think his name was taken. Gary Kirby gone down injured, receiving attention there from the Red Cross and the mentors, and he would certainly be a very big loss to the Patrickswell side, as he has scored 6 great points of the Patrickswell total of 8. And Gary Kirby seems to be in some difficulty. So Gary Kirby is back on his feet, looking a bit groggy, but I'm sure he'll take the free. He's about 35 metres out from the Éire Óg goal, dead straight in front, and I'm sure well inside the range of Gary Kirby. Gary stands over it, the wide stands of Gary Kirby. That familiar stance we saw during the 70s of his uncle Richie Binnis. Gary Kirby strikes it in, and it's gone to the left and wide. And Gary Kirby must have been somewhat shaken from that challenge, because he certainly doesn't miss too many chances like that one. So it's still 8 points to 6. The puck out by Owen McMahon. Down this side of the field. Every ball really being contested. Sean Heaslip pulls, then gains possession. Boots it in towards Barry Smith. Eamon Kelleher gets a stick to it, and Barry Smith tussles for it also with Eamon Kelleher. Very close to the corner flag. Eamon Kelleher jabs it up, gets the clearance, a long relieving clearance under pressure. Out this side of the field, edited by Anthony Comedy across the centre. Leonard Enright races onto it. And you'd think it's Patrickswell with the extra man, as Nigel Carey had been left unmarked. Nigel turns left and right, trying to shake off Sean McCarthy. Still Nigel Carey. Jerry Barry comes to challenge. Sean McCarthy flicks it off his stick. Out it's flicked by Jerry Barry. Out to Declan Tobin. Launches it down towards the Patrickswell goal. Philip Foley pulls first time. It's gone over the far touchline. It's going to be a sideline cut to Éire Óg. And Colleen Lynch goes over across. Then he leaves the sideline cut. Martin Nugent is the one who's going to take it. coming up to the 21st minute of the second half. Still just 2 points between the sides, 8 points to 6. Martin Nugent, 35 metres out from goal. A lovely one as he floats it over across. Up the right for it. Barry Smith gets a stick to it. In it goes. It's gone slightly to the right and wide. Joe Murphy was watching that one all the way as it went very close to the butt of the upright, but it went to the right and wide. So still the 2 points separate the sides. Patrickswell live on with their 2 point lead. Referee Georgie Ryan signals to Joe Murphy to take the puck out. The puck out by Joe Murphy. Strikes it into the centre of the field. Seamus Kirby in possession. Strikes it over across. Over towards Leonard Enright. The hand pass over to Nigel Carey, trying to shake off Sean McCarthy. Nigel Carey goes off in another one of these mazy solo runs, being put under pressure by Sean McCarthy, then loses possession. Carey leaves it behind him. Sean McCarthy tussles for it. Martin Nugent, wearing number 13, but now helping out in the full back line. Micheál Glynn flicks it out a little. Declan O'Grady in possession, cutting across. His path is blocked. In Sean Foley tussles. Out comes Martin Nugent, gets it out to Sean Heaslip. Sean Carey pulls high. As the high ball drop, Sean Carey lets fly. Colin Mahan switches it over across. Racing after it is David Punch. Conan Lynch comes to challenge. It's still David Punch. Setting up a Patrickswell attack. Down towards Nigel Carey. Sean McCarthy there for Éire Óg. These two are having a great tussle. Referee Georgie Ryan blows the whistle. Awards a free out to the Éire Óg men. It's a free out to Éire Óg. Sean McCarthy will take the free. Almost 23 minutes gone in the second half. 2 points still the margin. 8 points to 6.